What's up everybody, Andrew with Brew on Board, and today we have another unboxing for you. This is from the Cloudspire latest Kickstarter, Ankar's Plunder. I love me some Cloudspire, so I was excited to get this. So without further ado, grab your brew and let's get into it. All right, so I got two things here. I got one playmat and then the rest of the goodies in here. So we're gonna do the playmat in a second. First, I just wanna pop this box open and get some of this stuff out. And I am gonna switch to a closer view after I get this box open. I just wanna kinda see what's inside here first. So let's see, I am excited about this stuff. Quartermaster Logistics always does a good job with their packing. Okay, got some extra chip trays here. What is this? Let's put that off to the side. I'll check that out in a second. Ankar's Plunder, Volume 2. This is Cloudspire. So this is a hardcover book. I forgot exactly what this is. I think it's some scenarios, maybe some artwork and lore. Okay, yeah, have to check that out. That looks really cool. Nice hardcover. Horizon's Wrath. All right, so this is like the pirate expansion. Play some pirates here. And then this is the Uprising. So these are all kind of like some locals down on the ground underneath of the islands fighting, and you can recruit some of those guys and help you in the battle. Then we have the Cloudspire update pack. This thing is heavy. Now I know they made some changes in the latest printing of Cloudspire. So they were gonna have people with the first printing put stickers all on the chips, but instead what they decided to do, they decided to put them all on chips and send that to you and I think this was like $10 on the Kickstarter. So they did a favor for the backers, that's for sure. And then I also got the miniatures expansion because I have the miniatures from the first one. I really like using those in the game. It just makes the game pop that much more on already what's a beautiful game. So couldn't leave these other two factions out. I had to get them for these factions as well. All right, so let's switch to a closer shot and I can show you some of these things in better detail. All right, first up, let's do Horizon's Wrath. Like I said, this is kind of like a pirate faction in which they have a ship that can actually move around the island, which I think is a neat idea. I'm really looking forward to this one, as well as their ship or their base. They also have like a cannon that can shoot onto the map. Always cool artwork with Chip Theory products on the inside of the box. Yeah, so they have like a cannon from their ship, or a few cannons that can actually shoot across the island, which I thought was a really neat idea. Okay, we got the chips here. Okay, a lot more here on this side. And then 2 dice here. That one looks pretty cool. I like that. Let's open this pack up. Let's take a look at these quick. Yeah, okay. Cool. Like the blue color. That's neat. Let's get that out of there. All right, so we have, here is the Fortress. Let's get this out. Yeah, that's a cool looking fortress there. Gun deck here. Captain's cabin. Gate port, hold, launch bay. Yeah, this is neat. And then I think there's a plank which connects to the island that you put like a plank chip on the island. And then it looks like all these are like little cannons. And I think you can choose which cannon shoots onto the island, which I think is a really neat idea. This is cool. I like these little wheels. These little ship kind of steering wheels for the source and the health. It's a neat idea. I like that. Very cool. Very cool. And then we have, okay, Horizon's Wrath scenario book. All right. Really cool artwork. I'm excited to get into the scenarios for this as well. I am getting through the solo on the core box, and that so far that's been an awesome experience. I like how they did that. Everything feels kind of balanced. It's a good little challenge. It has not been easy. I have lost a few rounds, that's for sure. And then the reference sheet here. And in the second printing, they redid these reference sheets. So this is going to look a lot different if you have the first printing. As you can see here, the way that it's laid out, it kind of tells you how much source everything is going to cost. And then on the back as well, you know, it's going to tell you health, range, movement, and how much source the opponent is going to get as well. That's cool. And I like how it tells you kind of the abilities here. That's nice. I really like how they did that. Before, it just laid out, there were just like, you know, it would have the words, like it would just say morale and it would have something. So there was just like a list of abilities that the faction could do. That's good. I like how they did this. It looks really nice. Same kind of high quality paper, so that's nice. Let's just take a look at some of these chips here. Yeah, same high quality chips. They've always done a good job though. I love the chip aspect. No other games kind of do something like this, so I mean, just with these kind of high quality chips. I mean, I guess a few of them do. That guy looks pretty neat. Oh, so this is the okay, your mark token. So somebody can give you, or you can give this to somebody to set as your mark. Swabby. Yeah, very cool. Really nice, really nice. Same high quality as before, obviously. Corsair. This guy's awesome. He looks really cool. All right. And then I do believe this might be some, yeah, this looks like a hero here. All right. Lifeboat. Now this was cool. I read something brief about this. So a unit can actually go onto this lifeboat. You know, you still have to go by the rule of you have to have influence wherever you place this lifeboat. But if a unit goes onto this lifeboat, you remove the lifeboat and the unit goes back to your barracks. So it's kind of like you get that unit out of dodge, save them for another wave. So I think that's a cool idea. More lifeboats. Gunboat. Okay, this is that's cool. Directional attack. I like that. All right, so here looks like the plank. So yeah, you can put this on the island, on the actual island itself, and this is indicating, okay, this is where your units are coming out of. Okay, here we go. Captain Tinbeard. Nice. Very cool. All right, was that the only? Maybe the heroes are in the other stack. Okay, awesome. There we go. So that is Horizon's Wrath. I like it. Whole chip tray. I don't know how I'm going to fit this stuff in the core box. I don't think you can. I mean, I have the Greege expansion and the Portal Seekers, and it is to the max already. Horizon's Wrath Fortress rules. Okay, so this is how you would move your fortress around the map. Awesome. I like that. I like how it's a little card too. Doesn't need to be a whole other sheet. Let's just put this stuff back in the box quick. All right, so that is Horizon's Wrath. Let's check out the Uprising. So yeah, this faction is supposed to be like they're on the ground underneath of the islands fighting above. It's basically just like an uprising, a rebellion from the people on the ground, you know, just basically over time getting pissed at all the creatures and things fighting above you. So they're just recruiting guys to basically say, dude, we've had enough of this, and they're fighting them themselves. The cool thing about this faction is, like on the market phase, where you recruit like mercenaries and stuff like that, that's basically what your faction is made up of. Just all kind of those mercenaries and heroes, you know, through those mercenary chips. It looks like they're going to provide you with more. But yeah, basically, so your faction can consist, from what I understand, of a different group of ragtag mercenaries, like every time, which I think is a cool idea. Proximity mine. So I think you'll get to choose before the game. Like you'll go through the stack and you'll have to select like at least a hero and like 3 or 4 other faction units. Oh, combatant. Omen Rider. That's a cool one right there. Evzil. I don't know how to say that. Krub. Zerker Rebel. Yeah, cool. So it looks like they gave a lot more of these, you know, kind of mercenaries, these minion things. So you'll go through the deck or this stack before, and you'll have to have at least like one hero and a few other, you know, minions to fight for you. And then afterwards, I think you can recruit, like during the market phase, you can like take some for free or something like that. I'll have to check it out, but cool. That's a big stack. Yeah. And even if you don't play with them, you got a ton more of these market chips. So that's awesome. All right. Some dice here. Okay. Okay. ×2 source. Source or CP. Wow. Nice. A relic. Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to read up, see what each die does. But yeah, these are nice. This looks like a real game changer right here. Like just a completely different way to play than normal. I mean, both do, right? The pirate ship floating across the map, shooting onto the island from the fortress, and kind of making up a different faction every time, pretty much using, you know, different troops. And then what is this here? All right, this looks like the spires. So it looks like you might actually have... Let's open this up here. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's some of the heroes. Oh no, that's not a hero. This guy's a hero. Netorut, yeah. Waygate. And this is another thing. From what I was reading, the Uprising, their fortress isn't directly touching the island. So basically, this Waygate acts as the fortress that the opponents are attacking. So they're going to be attacking these Waygates, and you can have multiple Waygates on the island. So, and that's where your units will spawn from, which, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, anything that adds like just a different way to play every time, that's cool. I mean, you have a bunch of options now. Nice. That's awesome. I like it. All right, so let's look at the other things in here. All right, this is the fortress. Yeah, and like I said, you'll have the fortress. It'll lay just off to the side of the island, but it's not connected. You got to use those waygates. Very cool. I like it. It's like a little booming city. It's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Looks like it's on a, you know, like a beach on the shoreline. So here's where they go up, go through this portal thing, and then warp to the waygate onto the island. Nice. That looks really cool. Thieves' Den, Covert Ops, the Rogue Garrison, Spatial Research Station, Reconstruction Labs, and Headquarters. All right. That looks awesome. I like it. All right, scenario book. Flip through this quick. I like that little guy right there. He's cool. Nice artwork. They always do really good artwork on Chip Theory products as well. I've always really enjoyed it. Ooh, that's cool. All right. Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. And then we have the reference sheet here. Take a quick glance at this. All right, so we have two. Oh, landmark and market talents. Okay, so this is the... All right, so it looks like since you are using market chips, and there are just a ton of verbiage on all of them. There's just a ton of different abilities that they all can do. It looks like they just provided you with a... I mean, I don't know. I guess this would be a master list unless there's one in the update pack here. But there are a lot on here. Landmark and market talents. Yeah, okay. And here is the reference sheet. Very cool. All right, so maybe you actually, maybe you start with these and then you recruit others from those market chips, like I said. All right, here we go. Place the 4 Uprising waygates beside your barracks. Okay. Create a market stack and draw from it until you have 2 minions, 1 hero, 2 spires, and 1 equipment. There you go. And that's your starting faction. That's the starting units for the Uprising. That's cool. So it can be a different group every single time. That's pretty unique, man. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Alrighty, that is the Uprising. Let's see the artwork on here. Cool. All right. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to have to do, let's take a look at the update pack real quick. I think what I'm going to have to do as far as storage, I think I'm going to try to fit everything into one of those expansion boxes, like the Uprising or Horizon's Wrath. Okay, got some loose cards here. It looks like they were just held together by this little plastic thing. Not a problem. Ooh, Source Stim. That's cool. All right, and these are, okay, event cards. All right. Are these all event cards? Relics. Okay. And event cards, more relics. Okay. And I think this was this might be like a hero's bounty. I know they were sending like some sort of hero's bounty. It was from the Kickstarter. I think you can still purchase it on the Chip Theory doesn't have any Kickstarter exclusive stuff, so I think you'll be able to purchase that hero's bounty on their website. But it was just some, kind of some stretch goals on the Kickstarter. That's cool. More relics. Electrical Storm. I won't get into all of these. Some chips. Okay, so these must be the ones with the changes. It's quite a few here. And I think the main thing that they were changing was just, I don't know if they changed too many abilities, but it might be the verbiage on the chip itself. They might have taken out some wording and made it something else. So you can't have the old chips with that old verbiage on there. So nitrous. Yeah, I don't have the other chips in front of me, so I'll have to see. But yeah, that looks different from what I can remember. Okay. So these are all the Aurora. Okay, so they changed some. Is the priest in here? Not priest. Yeah, I'm forgetting who he was. Cool. Okay. Okay, the Braunin. Oh, Drang. Okay. I'll have to see what changed on Drang, but she was pretty valuable before. Okay, Forsaken. It looks like there's a new one added. Yeah, I'll have to see. And then the heirs. Yeah, like Precious. That wasn't in the old game, or the original printing, so I'll have to see what that is. Okay. Okay, looks like we have some Grige, some Grove Tenders. Alrighty. And it looks like there's a lot more down at the bottom here. All right, there are a lot of Grove Tenders. More than Aurora. So the most come from the Aurora and the Grove Tenders. There are a lot. All right, so let's see. Shrubbery. Man, even the shrubbery things changed. Dywin. Okay. Taproots. Vine heralds, trees. Man, did almost all their units change? Creeping vines in the shrubbery. And you have some Grige, Dig, Skitters. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to look at each thing. Okay. Oh, he looks cool. Fallen Taproot, yeah. All right, some landmarks. Engage, Entropy, Foreboding. Ancient Traxar. Untamed and Prowl. That's cool. All right. Those are the changed chips. Grige scenario book. So maybe something changed with the Grige scenarios. Rules reference. That looks cool. I like it. Man, that guy looks awesome. Okay, so this looks like, is this a whole kind of FAQ? I think pretty much, right? Yeah. Not an FAQ, but just, it explains some things in detail. I mean, if any of you know Cloudspire, this is probably the game where I look up stuff online the most, right? I mean, there are so many different kind of little nuanced things that happen throughout the game where it is just like, what happens here? You know, what happened? Like, I know it kind of says in the manual that, you know, you do this, but what happens if this is different? I mean, there are so many like that. I mean, there's a FAQ on Chip Theory's website, which is good. New rule book here. Oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, and I'm sure this, yeah, I'm already noticing difference on here. Like, these boxes are, okay, that's cool. They got, you know, a Grove Tender section, so they made that green. Brawnin section is gray. Yeah, I mean, and the biggest one is movement, right? The biggest one in Cloudspire was always movement. So maybe, you know, from both of these, the newest printing of the rule book and the rules reference, I mean, I guess they did a better job of explaining the movement. Sometimes when it gets to that point, though, I just go, you know what? This is what makes the most sense to me. So I'm just going to do this and have fun with it. All right, so here are all the updated rules, or not rules, but the updated reference guides for each of the factions. Narora. That's cool. All right, so this is, okay, so this is another, I guess this is kind of like a master list of everything. That's nice. Heirs. And I do really like how they did this, how they laid it out like this. I think that was a really good idea, a good call. And this as well. Yeah. Brawnin. Very cool. And the Grove Tenders. I really like the Grove Tenders. Nice. Okay. Oh, Grige here. Can't forget about the Grige. Very cool. And solo scenarios. Oh no. So are all of these changed? Are all of these scenarios changed? I mean, maybe for the most part. I guess they are changed a little bit. So this is different. Before they just had it laid out on the top here. And this layout looks slightly different. Like, I don't know, there's just minor differences here. Okay. Yeah, so all these, it is laid out differently. It's a lot more color-coded, if you can see that. Okay, so, I mean, I guess they did change. I mean, did they change that much that, or I guess this is just a second printing, right? So anybody playing it going forward should use that. So, I mean, technically it is an update pack. Okay, and this is, okay, co-op. Cool. All right, so that is the update pack. Very nice. You know what? All right, let's just get all this stuff out of the way. Let's see what's in this little box here. Oh yeah, I got the, that's what this is. Of course. I got the upgraded health chips. That's cool. All right. So if you guys know, the original health chips are just these light plastic chips. So I wanted something a little bit more heavy duty, and I like these. So might as well just throw it on there. So we have the mini expansion right now. So these are kind of the minis for all the two Horizon's Wrath and Uprising factions. Let's pop this open. 6 of each. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Some cool artwork in it. Look at that dude. He looks awesome. Got the pirates coming down, shooting up at the Horizon's Wrath faction. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, more artwork on the inside of the box. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is kind of how they did the last one too. Each kind of comes in its own little tray, and then they got these little styrofoam bits to, you know, put in between the legs. Man, look at this. This might be my favorite one. This might be my favorite one. It was the Grove Tenders, which I still really like. But man, look at this. This is super cool. This is awesome. Wow. That is really cool. I mean, come on. Doesn't this make the game pop a little bit more? Absolutely. And for the games you love, you know, who cares? Spend a few extra bucks. That's cool too. It's like made out of a mix of different things. There's like pillars here, like some, it almost looks like sticks holding that up. It's made on like roots. Yeah, part of the tree going up there. More pillar stuff. Big bowl made out of like wooden stuff, and then bricks. It's just kind of like a hodgepodge mix of things. That's cool. It gives you the feeling of like the Uprising, right? Like they're just putting anything together that they can just to, you know, pretty much stop all the factions above. That's awesome. Very cool. Very neat. Let's put that back in here. Man, where am I gonna store this box? Okay. And the final thing that we have, you guys probably have already seen this, but I did not have this before, and I wanted it because I'm usually playing on like this black mat here. So, you know, I got to get into the theme a little bit more. So what better to do that than to get the sky playmat. This thing is big. It is big. It's thick too. That is awesome. Let's get the knife out of the way so not to mess it up here. Yeah. That is awesome. It's big. It is big, that's for sure. It looks nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thick. Stitched edging. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I mean, this is going to make you feel like you're playing in the sky more, right? Cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, there you go. All right, so as I was packing up, I completely forgot about this book right here. I guess it got covered up in the mess. So let's open this up, show you guys what's inside, because this is a nice book right here. I mean, it is a nice thick book, hardcover. Gorgeous art. Yeah, that's awesome. See how I can get this to focus. There we go. Yeah, that is awesome. The tree right there, the Brawnin behind. Grige. Man, that is cool. That is nice artwork right there. I guess these are all the airs coming in, huh? Very cool. Oh, so if, oh man, that's cool. Look at that. So if you open up the book completely, it's just one big piece of art. Man, that is awesome. That is cool. All right. Ankar's Plunder. Okay, a bunch of scenarios here. Horizon's Wrath scenarios. Bonus scenarios. Skirmishes. Oh, Spire Control. That looks interesting. Wait, what did that say? Produced by Chip Theory Games. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so here's the thing. There was a volume 1. I do not have that. I'm pretty sure you can find that online. This just kind of came with the Kickstarter. It was like everything new bundle. So that's why I got this. But I did not look at the volume 1, which this is making me want to. Probably not buy the book, but like I said, I think you can find everything online, which that would be nice. Okay, here's Horizon's Wrath. That's really cool artwork right there. Strike the bell. Okay, so just a bunch of scenarios. Nice. Oh, I just want to see that picture right there. Bonus scenarios. Oh, so this is kind of the, yeah, that's the front right there, right? No, this is the front of the miniatures box. Very cool. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. They do have a bunch of scenarios, I will say that. I mean, you have solo, then co-op, just on top of just playing the regular game. Really neat idea. Each faction has a bunch of scenarios that you can play, and these look like they just provide a little bit more on top of that, I guess. Or this is just, I guess this is just Horizon's Wrath and Ankar and the Uprising. So maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe in volume 1, maybe that was all just the regular. I mean, was that this? Was that just these scenarios here? Just in a hardcover format? I don't know. But either way, gorgeous book. Really cool. Can't wait to try them out. All right, folks, there you have it. A bunch of stuff. Everything looks really cool. I am digging the new factions. They look a lot different than what you're used to in the first printing with the factions that you already have. I'm really liking how they redid these reference sheets. I think it's going to make it a lot easier for newer people to get in, as well as take a quick glance at those sheets in case you forgot something or you need to know something on the fly. I'm happy that they sent all these, the updated things, like the reference sheets that I just talked about, the new solo, not new solo scenarios, but the revamped solo scenarios. I'm really digging the hardcover book. I'm going to check out the volume 1 on their site. I'm really interested. I am really digging these new spires. I think this might be my new favorite, this little pirate ship right here. This thing just has, the detail on it is really nice. It's just really cool. I love the color. It just looks so much different than the other ones. It might be tied with the Grove Tenders for me. I just love the Grove Tenders. It's just got that huge like tree dude hunched over, and that's what your spire is. But this, man, this just looks really nice. I'm really digging that. Can't wait to play with those. I'm excited about the health chips and the play mat. It's going to make it that much more beautiful on the table. Overall, really happy with everything. Everything looks top notch like it always does from Chip Theory. I'm excited to get the new factions out to the table. I think I might try to do that this weekend. Maybe try to get a video up sometime soon, letting you guys know what I think about the new factions. Try out some of these scenarios in this hardcover book. Try out the new minis. Play with the updated chips. And that's going to be cool. I might also do a video showing the difference between like what they changed from the on the update pack, just giving you like a quick little side-by-side of the updates, letting you know what I think about the new verbiage, what I think about the new way, because I don't know if they changed any of the core rules. I don't think so. But yeah, so I'm going to try those out, let you guys know what I think. Excited to play with this playmat. It looks gorgeous. So until next time, if you like what you see here, please like, share, subscribe.
I got some videos coming out, so be sure to stay tuned and grab your brew, play some games, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, take care.